Okay, so we've got a small nail here. It says measure 0.8 inches in length. And then they say, given that 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters, determine the total length of 145 nails joined end to end. Okay, now if we've got 145 of them, well, we've got to think here that would just be like one of them, wouldn't it? Okay, 0.8 inches, but we've got 145 of these here, so we can have 145 lots of 0.8 inches. Okay, that's what I would do to start with. Now I would think about what the total length is in inches. Okay, now I know they want the answer in centimeters. Okay, but given that we're told the length in inches to start with, okay, perhaps I think the safest approach is to work that out first. Okay, work out what the overall length is in inches. Okay, so we've got 145 of these nails, and we want to multiply that then by the length of the nail, which is 0.8. Okay, so we can do that. Okay, there's a number of ways we could approach this. Perhaps one of the most popular ways will be, first of all, just maybe ignoring that decimal point and multiplying 145 by 8. Okay, so working that out first, and then whatever our answer is, we can sort of put the decimal point in and afterwards. Okay, so if we're going to times these together, we could use the box method. Okay, so we could use long multiplication, lots of different approaches. So 8 is just a unit there, isn't it? But with the 145, we've got 100, 40, and 5. Okay, broken up there, partitioned into its hundreds, tens, units. And then you just got to multiply in each cell. Okay, so this cell here will be 100 times 8, which is 800. Here then it'll be 40 times 8. Well, 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 8 is 32, add the 0. And then the final cell, then you've got 5 there and 8 there. So 5 times 8 is 40. So you just need to add these then, okay? So we can add them down here. And we get 0 here, 6 here, and 11, okay? So 1160 is the answer to this calculation here, yeah? But then going back to what we actually wanted, which was 145 lots of 0.8, okay? Now, see how this relates? Well, if you think about here, they're the same digits, but this has got one decimal place, isn't it? So if it's got one decimal place, there's got to be one decimal place in our answer as well. So the decimal point will go there, and we get 116.0, okay? Now, we don't need to, because this point 0, we don't actually need to write that. We could just say 116. So that's the total length there of 145 nails, 116 inches, okay? Now, we will take this then and try and convert it into centimeters, okay? Now that we know that 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters, we can work out what 116 inches is by multiplying. Okay, so 116 inches will be 116 then times 2.54. Okay, and we get our answer in terms of centimeters. Okay, so we've got to multiply these. Now, just like before, 116 times 2.54, we will work out 116 times 254. Okay, that's the sort of approach I'll use there, using the box method. Okay, now this is going to be quite long. Okay, time consuming in a way, I guess, because you've got to multiply a 3-digit number by a 3-digit number. And if you use the box method, it'll be 100 there, it'll be 10 there, and it'll be 6 there. And then it'll be 200 here, it'll be 50 then, and then 4. So now in each cell, we're going to multiply. So the first one's going to be the largest, isn't it? Because you've got 200 times 100. Well, 2 times 1 is 2, and then 4 zeros. Okay, this cell then, well, you've got 10 times 200. So that's just 2,000, isn't it? So 2 times 1 is 2 and 3 zeros. 6 times 2 then is 12 and 2 zeros. Underneath them, 50 times 100, well 5 times 1 is 5 and 3 zeros. Okay, and then we've got 10 times 50 is 500, 6 times 50 is 300, and then the last row then, 400 here, 40 and 24 when you times by 4. You've got to add all these up then. Okay, so it is a bit of work. 20,000, 5,000, so we'll try and order them, 2,000, largest to smallest. So we've got 500 there, 400 here, 300, and then just the 40 then, and 24. Okay, so double check you've got all the 9 numbers from here, and then we'll add them up and we're almost there. So the units then add up to 4, tens add up to 6, add the hundreds then, I think that adds up to 14, so 4 carry 1, add then the thousands, and then that 1 there, so that's 9, and then 2 at the end. So 29464. But please remember, that is the answer to this, yeah? 29464. But we want the answer to this, don't we? So remember, we can use the same answer we've got, but because there's 2 decimal places, there needs to be 2 in the answer. So our final answer will be this here. Okay, so 294.64 centimeters.